Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle.
Thank you for your donation, Bartman YouTube user and Erica. I greatly appreciate that. Before we dive into those, we do have a couple of questions from the previous night with PayPal. So we had to go take care of Christina last night. We got to go back tonight. So we had to leave early. So let's get the PayPal readings going. And we'll start with Karla. Wants to know, what hidden talents do I have? What kind of spiritual things do I got going on? Nakona, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. And we do have the Little Wizard's Tarot, the new version, the fancy version, the one that everybody is interested in. And by the way, we are giving away the Little Buddha Tarot tonight is tonight's giveaway. So we are pretty excited. I gotta say, we are pretty excited about that. Happy solstice indeed. All right, Little Wizards. Let's get this one warmed up. It's got the fancy borders and it's got all the cool stuff. And, you know, everybody enjoys a little wizard. That's what I'm saying. Karla wants to know, what are the spiritual hidden talents with that? Page of Cups, we got the King of Pentacles, we got a couple of court cards in here. It does mean that you're just good at sensing what people need, sensing what people are up to. You're good sort of just getting in that mode where you know what people are doing, how they're doing it, what kind of feelings they have. So you're very sort of empathetic with that. Neve and Effie, welcome. Good to see you. Maruta and Andrew, welcome to the stream. But yeah, you got a moon, you got a couple of court cards. You're just looking at a connection with people. You're good with people. You're good talking. You're good making conversation. People enjoy being around you. Overall, it's just a positive all around with that sort of aspect in there. The moon also says, as far as hidden talents, you are very observant. I would say more so than most people, as far as, you know, being observant, seeing this, seeing a pattern, seeing how this goes, seeing how that goes. The moon just says you're sort of in that mode where you're just sort of intuitive. You know where you're going. You have sort of a feeling of, you know, this is kind of where I need to be. This is where I'm at, and all this other stuff. So yeah, I think you have some good hidden spiritual talents there, mainly about just connection with people, talking to people, and getting their feelings and really kind of understanding what they're feeling rather than what they're saying. A lot of people say completely different things than what they're actually feeling or they actually want to do or what have you. So that's just kind of the way it is. Anyway, we got Mystic is next on the PayPal donations. They want to know profession and what is this? You want to do everything. That's what I'm talking about. Everything. We always do want to do that. All right. So tea, not coffee, but tea. Why not passionate? All right. Why not passionate about things? And what kind of profession do we need to be in? We are excited about all sorts of different things where, you know, this is one of the things. I think when you sort of go out there and you understand that you're good at this, you're good at that, it is quite difficult to kind of figure out where to settle down with, right? Because what do you want to do? Pursue kind of, you know, what kind of pursuit do you want to make? What kind of things do you want to get going with that? Profession, as far as getting a profession, I really think something where you are helping other people. The Five of Pentacles is obviously outside of a church. Lover, thank you for your donation. And they are, you know, they're just kind of outside of a church needing help. Sort of helping people, assisting people. It could be a counselor. It could be, you know, sort of an assistant. It could be something like that. But basically helping people, communicating with people, connecting with people. I think it's going to be good. Five of Pentacles is sort of offering a service as well. It could as well be sort of a life coach or maybe finance coaching or anything like that, where you're sort of getting into people's lives and assisting a little bit at a time. Because Five Pentacles says some people need assistance. I think you can be there to make that happen. Julia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Nakona, welcome to the stream. The Fool says you do need to stay mobile. I just think that you are bored easy. It's not a matter of I like a lot of different things. It's also a matter of I get bored easy, right? You're mastering this pretty simply, and then you're ready to go to the next thing, and then the next thing. But you do need something that has a lot of variety, has a lot of liquidity when you go into it, so you're not just doing the same things over and over again. Why are we not passionate about anything anymore? Let's see what's going on with that. Temperance says you are stuck in extreme mode. In other words, you want to do this and you want to do that, but you feel like you need to go to extremes in everything. If you're going to paint, you need to paint the Mona Lisa. If you're going to do this objective, you need to do it absolutely perfectly. There's no room for error, no room for mistake. I just really think that you're kind of dead-ending yourself in some of these with expectations. I think when you go into things, you have a little too high expectation, and it really sort of gets you down. It doesn't make you excited about it, and then you're not as passionate as you should be as well. Also, again, I think you do get bored of things easily, so if you don't master it in 10 minutes, then you're kind of twiddling your thumbs and ready to go to the next objective. At least that's what I think. Thank you for your double donation. I appreciate that. Now, let's go through and do YouTube user. That's question 1 below. I message S. So we got N, we got A, and we got S. We got NAS. Network attached storage. I mean, YouTube user, you're in tech? I think so, or something like that. You know, NAS. I mean, it makes sense. It seems legit. Well, let's go with that and see what's going on with the Tarot Avatar. Is going to be out here. We're going to make it happen with a little bit of Tarot Avatar over there. Message Sia after 13 years. Wow. I've healed from our past together. I wanted to reach out and see how he's doing. Will he respond? So we're like, hey, let's reach out to the really old relationship and see what's going on with that. See how that is going to be. 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. I just don't think this is worth chasing. This is definitely not worth chasing. Yeah, the 2 of Swords with the 2 different lives. I mean, it's been 13 years. They are in that mode of they're just not ready for it. They're not doing anything. They're not ready to do something. They seek to be a separate world. They got their own thing kind of moving around, kind of hopping around with that. 7 of Cups says they have a lot of better options as well over here. So this is somebody who is going to be pursuing different people, going to be pursuing different kind of objectives, and just not going to be pretty thrilled about that. Overall, 5 of Pentacles just kind of says, hey, it's been too long. I think that it's been too long. It's just something that they need to move on. They've already moved on. It's the way it goes, the way it happens sometimes. But yeah, you know, it's one of those days where they're just like, you know, it's time to move on to that. So definitely not something that's going to be just super duper good for you at the end of the day. What is good for you at the end of the day, though, is Erica Marie. Will my fiance pass the exam tomorrow for the new job? Samantha, welcome to the stream, and thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and see what kind of things that we can dig up in this thing. We got the Tarot Tower up here. By the way, if you haven't seen it, it is 80 decks of wonderful cards. We got all of the Push Kitty decks over here. We need to start unboxing them. We got the Dream Tarot. We need to get that out. We got the Wonder World Tarot that's still in the box. We need to get that out. And we have the Pastel Kitty Tarot. Y'all know you'll want to see that. I'm going to unbox that one tomorrow because that one's going to be magnificent. It's just going to be amazing. All right, we got a couple of dragon decks. We're going to go with the dragon deck right here for Erica. I think that one is good. This one produces some pretty good rates, right? Just really nice. It's sort of the Drakon, the Ravenous Drakon, the dragon kind of deck, and it's pretty exciting. I like it. I really enjoy it. Okay, well, the fiance passes exam tomorrow for his new job. That's not stressful. That's not stressful at all when you got a exam and you're going to have to make the grade or they're going to boot you out of there. I guess, right? Is that so? If he doesn't pass, does he get another try at least, or they literally like boot him out at that point? They're like, I'm sorry, you failed, and get out of here. I mean, I don't know. Temperance is back again. It appears we're going to have Temperance in every single reading. Strength, High Priestess, Chariot. This is something that kind of gets a little thumbs up, an easy thumbs up in here. Not going to be a problem at all. Definitely something that they're going to be rocking and make happen, right? Chariot says, they're going to keep moving. They're going to be able to keep moving. They're going to be able to get into the next thing. They're going to get into the job. It's going to be fantastic. Not going to be a problem with that. And you're kind of looking at the high priestess as the other end of the sandwich over here, right? So you got a sandwich. Here's the bread and here's the meat. The bread kind of just makes the grade here. The chariot with a high priestess. It does say the high priestess holds the Torah. It says we have the knowledge that we need. We got everything ready. It's something we're going to be able to do. Not going to be a problem. Joan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, not going to be a problem at all. High priestess is really a good knowledge card, right? Because when you are thinking about sort of getting some education, getting a job, or getting any sort of objective, the magician is going to be a good card. High priestess is going to be a good card. By the way, this is the Ravenous Dragon Tarot, the Ravenous Dragon. It is a dragon tarot with a weird name, but hey. But yeah, you're looking at a magician and a high priestess combo. That is the ultimate one there. Strength says this is something that they did prepare for. They have the knowledge already. Not going to be something where they're just stretching and trying to find some, into this. And that just doesn't happen. Right? Ultimately, temperance says I'm going to be able to do that in record time. Not going to be a problem. Overall, that is a grand old yes to that, and that is good indeed, because that's kind of what you wanted to hear there. Make sure and let me know about that, but I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. All right, YouTube user is up in the house with a second donation, the Double Shot Night. Question 2, will Owen reply to my request for a meeting? Okay, we need a meeting with Owen. We reached out. We're like, Owen, let's hook up. Let's get together with this thing. All right, let's see if this is going to be something quite possible indeed. Intuitively, it just says yes. Intuitively, I'm just getting a whole lot of yeses with that, right? The Owen just seems like they're more receptive. It seems like they're ready to have a meeting. It seems like they're willing to listen. It feels like they're willing to be on your level and what have you. We got White Newman, very good card with that. 4 of Pentacles and a 5 of Pentacles. Now, keep in mind, when you meet with them, they don't buy into everything. They don't agree to everything. They're not like, yeah, this is what I need, and I'm ready for this, and I'm ready for that. It just doesn't seem like it's 100% with this particular individual. But that's going to be okay, because you are looking at a 4 of Pentacles. They're willing to listen. They're willing to get some ideas. They're willing to open up with all of that. 5 of Pentacles is a very good card normally, but here just kind of says that I'm not going to agree with everything. I'm just not going to agree with everything. So if we're trying to talk somebody into this, trying to get some persuasion, not really kind of, going to agree with most of that stuff, but at least, get it going with that. Anyway, let's go with the next read. We got Bardman is coming in tonight. What's going to happen when I go to the new location at the check cashing place in my check to cash my check in next month, D&D Tarot Deck. Okay, so basically what's going to happen when I go into the new location at a check? So you're going to get your check cashed. We're going to a different location than normal, and we're going to kind of see how that's going to go. Is this like in a different part of town or something? Or is this a new place where you get your check cashed, or what's going to happen, or what's going on with that? I'm kind of curious. Anyway, the Dungeons and Dragons Tarot Deck you want. The D&D Tarot Deck you will get. Okay, wandering into a new place. We're like, yo, this is my check. Cash it, right? I think that's a pretty easy situation. They just cash the check, make it happen. Should be pretty simple. The 2 of Pentacles says they do need to verify something. Maybe they need the ID. Maybe they need a little extra verification. Maybe they need to make a phone call. It feels like because it is new, right? You have a little bit of extra research that needs to be done. You got kind of this 2 here. It's almost like a 2 of Pentacles feel where we're trying to decide between the 2 options. We need to verify something. And I think that's the big moment in the check cashing opportunity. The 4 says we're going to be able to do that. Not going to be a problem, but just be aware they need to get on the phone, find out something, whatnot. Samantha and YouTube user, thank you for your other donations. But yeah, the 4 The 4 says we get the check cash, we get the money. It's not going to be a problem, but they do need to. It's almost like if you tell them about the previous check cashing place, and they can call them and say, yo, Bartman comes in here all the time, cashes this, not a problem, maybe back you up with that, or maybe they need to call the employer to, double check on the check, what have you. Or the lover says you get it paid, you get it cash, you can be able to go over there and make some friends over there. They're going to know you next time. It's not going to be that big of a deal, right? You just make some new friends over there, and now they know you. The next time you come in, they're like, oh, it's Bartman. What's going on? Juuuliiie, thank you for your donation. And we got a KD. Welcome. Good to see you. KD, I mailed your stuff out today. You got a tracking number in the email. YouTube user, thank you for another donation. All right, July reading for Nakona. Let's make it happen. Let's go over here to the magical, wonderful, and amazing Tarot Tower, and let's reach out to the Pixel Tarot. A little bit of a pixelated screen on here, so if it looks a little fuzzy, it is the deck. It's not my camera. I can assure you, YouTube user, thank you for another donation. I think you got the sextuple shot or something like that. Sounds dirty, but it's not. It's just, it's just six donations in a row. July, Page of Swords. Don't do really anything important. It's just hot. Everything is hot. Everything is miserable at the beginning of the month. It feels like there's just not a lot of good opportunities. Everything is sort of stagnant. It's just sort of I want to stay indoors, get some AC, get a fan on me kind of thing. The Tower says don't do anything important because of the Page of Swords right next to us. Page of Swords is just like, I'm not really getting my point across. I'm not really getting a big understanding here. There's not a real lot of opportunities that I can sort of cash in. No pun intended to Bartman's check. But yeah, the Tower. Just don't start anything important in July. Take it easy. Relax. Get in front of the AC. Get a fan on you. Not going to be a problem. Page of Swords just says watch out, because there is an opening. To sort of the next phase, the next opportunity. I think after sort of the end of the month, third week of the month, what have you. But yeah, that Page of Swords says don't start any big communications with that. It's just a challenging month. Stay in, relax, get some comfort food in you. Just, turn on the TV. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of open doors to open, a lot of good things, a lot of, big opportunities in July. Indeed. It's sort of a little challenging. And you got those months. Sometimes you just got those months. You got to deal with it. Just understand it's not a permanent thing, but the way it is. Juuuliiie, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Mao wants to know how is going to be with the relationship between the Virgo and the Leo in 1 month. Man, what does David feel for that Virgo? We're going to get some feelings. I'm going to go with this one around here, which literally everybody loves. It's a modern love tarot. If you're going to get this, pick it up off Amazon. Get yourself free shipping. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's going to the site. You got to pay shipping up in there. If you go to Amazon, it's just easier. It really is. Unless she fixed the issue where you have to pay shipping. I mean, just saying. I'm just saying, I don't know what she's doing over there because I haven't ordered this in a long time. So when she did ship it, she sent me 2 of them accidentally. But I've returned the other one because I'm honest. I returned the other one. I'm like, give me a return label. I'll shoot it back to you. Anyway, how's it going to be? Michelle is sick. Michelle, I'm sorry. That doesn't sound good at all. Christina is sick as well, so I can understand it. I've had to run her to the, not the ER, but the doc in the box ER. One of those where you got to see a doctor, a little strip mall. Anyway, we had to go up there today to get her some medications because, man, she woke up bad and she had the sore throat. She like her ear was in pain, like any light source, like hurt her head really bad. So it was like, all right, we need to go somewhere, get some symptoms and ease it down some. But yeah, Nakona, thank you for your other donation. How's it going over the relationship between the Virgo in a month? What does David feel? What's going on? And this is something that's not making a lot of movement right now. We kind of understand that, but not making a lot of opportunities open, not a lot of movement, not a lot of things up that we're sort of excited about with that. Five of Cups just feels like it's sort of disappointing. It's sort of stagnated. Not a lot of good things coming out of here. We're ready for anything, something else. I mean, in Three of Wands, I think in a month, it just seems to be stagnant still. There's something wrong, Mao. There's something wrong in this connection. There's something wrong in this connection. It just has to be pursued, right? It has to be pursued and see where it is going to go. Do we have a connection? Absolutely. But the Four of Swords says the connection is not going the direction that we would like it to. Ultimately, we are running into dead ends. We are running into challenges with this particular thing. Three of Wands says we're searching, we're seeking a way to fix it. And I think that's where you feel, right? We just need to Band-Aid this thing up and it'll be okay. Band-Aiding it up is kind of the problem. Where does the Band-Aid need to be applied? What are we going to do with this? Five of Cups just says we're not at the point that we're excited about. In 1 month, it feels like we're still not there. There's something wrong here, and it needs to be lifted. There's a dark cloud over this. We need to fix this. We need to remove it. Put a big fan over there and move that cloud out, and just go into the next one. Go into the next opportunity, or at least see how we can repair this. Josephina, welcome. Good to see you. Good old COVID. Yeah, I'm still negative. I think I'm immune. I got to be careful when I say anything on YouTube, but I don't know. I seem to have some sort of a natural thing to where I have not gotten it in the past, like 7 people I've contacted. I just seem to never get it. I don't know. Maybe it's random. I don't know, but I like choke down loads and loads and loads and loads of good food. I get out and I exercise every day. I get my 12,000, 13,000 steps in. So I guess living has been good to me. Living good has been treating me good. Alan's current emotions towards me, what kind of desires do we have? I mean, your name is lover. Your name is lover. We got to kind of pursue that. Make sure that we sort of sit on that and see what's going on. But yeah, so YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. YouTube user wants the rich man. Okay. I mean, might as well be. I mean, if you have a choice between rich and poor, but will you fulfill the tasty tarot? No, it's not funding. So no, it is not funding. So that is not something I'll be shipping out. I guess, I don't know. I need to make a video. So Katie, I'll make a video basically with an update on the Tasty Tarot, and I'll post it on the campaign and let you know what my plans are, because I don't really know. Just not sure right now. It is up in the air. I don't know. I'm at a point where I need to do it. I realize that. But if only 60 people want it, that's 200 hours of my time to make 60 people happy. I'd rather write a book. If I write a book, I know I'll get 150, 200 people on that Kickstarter. It seems to be a much better use of my time, right? I could build this, or I could build that. If I build that, a lot more people will be interested. A lot more people want to see it. A lot more people want to do. But a small batch. The problem is a small batch, I still have to work on 200 hours. 200 hours is a lot of hours. That is like 5 complete work weeks. So do I want to work an entire month and a week just to produce the Tasty Tarot, like full time for a month and a week just to produce the tarot deck? If it was 200 people, sure. But 60 people? Alan's current emotions towards me and desires. High Priestess 5 of Pentacles is back. King of Wands. Man, Alan just isn't in it right now, but they do develop some. Okay, Alan goes up and down. That's the bottom line. Sometimes Alan is excited. Cosmickitty, thank you for your other donation. Thank you for your first donation. Sometimes Alan is super excited. Sometimes Alan is very interested. And sometimes they're not. They're very sort of waffling between here and there. If you're looking at current, kind of in that not interested, but you know, it does kind of feel that way. High Priestess says there's a level of complexity. There's a level of complexity here that is never really going to go away. Mao, thank you for your other donation. Never going to go away. The level of complexity is just there. Five of Pentacles says it's not really good right now. Not really good right now, but the King of Wands says it does get a little more of a fiery aspect later. If you're patient, you let it come around, you let it grow into the next iteration, then I think you have some opportunities. But right now it's just kind of dry. A little bit on the dry side. And what else do we got going on? Juuuliiie is next. Thoughts on the S and the pics? I sent them. All right. Oh, you're sending some hot pics out there. Josephina, thank you for your donation. All right, we're sending some hot pics. What are we gonna get? Oh, I don't really know. Sexy deck, maybe. I don't know. You know, I don't know if they're hot pics or not. She didn't specify. But we'll use the White Fly Tarot. I think that'll be good for this reading. For some reason, we're just going with the White Fly Tarot tonight. We'll do it for a couple of reasons. It is something that I need to pull out more. That's what he said. Okay. M's thoughts on the S and the pics? I sent them. Let's see what's going on. The text. Oh, the text. Okay. All right. The text that I sent. Was it a typo? Come on. I mean, was it really a typo? Was it? You sure? No. But yeah, text. I guess I can change it. Can I change it now? Maybe? Thoughts on, okay, and the texts. The text. There you go. Thoughts on the text that I sent them. The Seven of Pentacles in the Tower. It does feel like that they appreciate it. They're kind of still interested, but they're just kind of relaxed right now, not willing to do a whole lot. The Tower. Man, something's going on with their life. And you said they were kind of busy with work. They were doing this and that. And then, you know, that just kind of happens sometimes, right? You just kind of got to roll with the punches on that. But they are sort of a little bit busy still on that. Overall, I think that they still enjoy it. The Magician says that you're doing a good job. You're communicating. You're making the grade. You're coming out here and showing interest. And, you know, it's just fun, right? It's fun back and forth. It's sort of fun seeing. The Seven of Pentacles says it's worth your time. But this is a carrot on a stick a little bit too. This is something that you do expect a return. You don't always get a return. So there is a level of frustration here. And the Tower just sort of represents that. It's like, I'm not really super excited. I'm kind of in the mode where I do want some kind of a reply, what have you. Sometimes you don't get it, but that is it. That is it, though. Yeah, the Tower. It just says, you know, there's a little bit of upset, a little bit of confusion about the entire thing. Love Apples. Oh, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Why is Eric so damn jealous? Does he have the feels? Does Eric have the feels?
I love you.
Maybe. We're going to use the traditional manga tarot with this. We should use the teddy, but we'll get the teddy bear on the next one. Traditional manga tarot is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Just saying. It's just fantastic overall. Love the traditional manga tarot. And that is a deck that I just adore. I just adore using this deck. It's so clean. It gives great readings and what have you. And like everybody's talking about in chat, I do need a like and a sub. If you would hit that like and a sub, I'd greatly appreciate that. We're giving away the little Buddha. We're doing a lot of giveaways. I'm giving you free stuff. I'm literally giving you a ton of free stuff. You don't even pay shipping. I pay for the shipping for it. So if you like all the free stuff that I'm giving away, if you like all the excitement around here, the readings, the sound effects, all this free stuff that I do for you guys, then hit that like button, hit that sub. I greatly appreciate all of y'all. So are we jealous? Yeah, I mean, we had a reading that was kind of similar to this before. Ten of Cups, I want to be the family. That's my role. That's what I want to do. The King of Wands, if I need to be a little bit annoying, if I need to express myself, then I'm going to do it. So there is a level of jealousy. They do have some feels with that. Nobody is jealous for no reason. If somebody is jealous, it's always a good reason. Always, always, always a good reason to have that. King of Pentacles, though, it says that is sort of the way they are. It's the way they function. Do they get a little bit emotional? Do they act like a 3-year-old sometimes? It happens. You just got to understand that. It's part of their sort of personality. It's part of what you signed up for when you know them. In general, you just kind of put up with it. Either, throw it off, don't act on it, sort of ignore it and let them do their thing. And that's sort of the best advice for that. But yeah, there's a little bit of jealousy and there is a little bit some feels in there mixed in. A YouTube user wants the feels too. They're like, how is N feeling about me? What is N love you?
I love you.
Or do they not love you? Is it? Maybe they do. We're going right now for a little bit of a Ciro Marchetti action. Ciro Marchetti is having a 20% off sale, by the way. 20% off your Ciro Marchetti merchandise. So if you want one of the claws, if you want one of his decks, he will sign it before it leaves the house. So he's got the 20% off right now if you want to go check it out. I don't know how many, the problem I have, I love Ciro Marchetti's stuff, but at a certain point, it all starts looking the same. I'm not saying I don't have every deck, because I do, but at a certain point, it all kind of starts looking the same to me, just to me personally. Anyway, how's N feeling about me right now? The Four of Wands. This is something, you have a little bit movement here, a little bit of action. I think they're coming back. They're going to hit you up again and try one more time. Try one more time. They're going to hit you up, and they're going to see where it goes. They're going to see where it happens and all of this other stuff. So yeah, they're going to try one more time. They're coming back around. They're looping back around, YouTube user. They're going to be like, hey, YouTube user, how you doing over there? We're kind of excited about you. But yeah, a little bit of a happy home, happy family. They do want to get something started again. They're going to loop around again. They're going to loop around one more time. Anyway, Maruta, you asked Lisa about it in her stream and she ignored my question. What did you ask about? I worked on it before to try to help promote the deck. Tarot Haven? I don't know. Anyway, let me know. Like, what did you ask that she ignored? I'm kind of curious. I don't ignore anything. I got some rough people in my comment section sometimes, and I'll be like, it doesn't sound like that you really like this place. You may want to find some other place to go. So, but I'll answer them. I will answer them. So I don't really ignore anything, You want to know how fat I am? Be happy to answer that. You want to know how Christina's doing? Love to answer that. You want to know how many tarot decks I got? You want to see the room? You want to tour the magic tricks? I mean, I'll answer anything. Anyway, and plus we're doing a giveaway tonight. It's what I'm talking about. Juuuliiie is back. Juuuliiie wants to know something exciting. Love for R and me in July. It is looking good. It's like, okay. I immediately, and I mean immediately, had an intuition thing that it is going to be great in July. We are going to get the only deck we have in a pouch. We just only have one. It's just one. So yeah. Well, Lisa thought about the Tasty Tarot. Well, the Tasty Tarot, I can tell you what people think about the Tasty Tarot. It's not funding. So that's it. That is it. I don't know. I didn't mention it. Yeah, because it's not funding. Okay, here's the thing. We'll talk real quick. I'm going to make a video about it too. Here's the thing. I don't want to sit there and promote my stuff that's failing. Okay, I can see if it's new. We got a Tasty Tarot. Go do it. But it's clearly not going to fund. It's clearly not going to make it. And that's okay because I have a gazillion other projects that I want to do, including reprinting the Echoes of Nature and whatnot. But yeah, so, but I don't want to sit here and just try to jam that down your throat. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't really like going to T.O.'s stream because he's always hyping this and always hyping that. And I'll hype something if it's new, but I'll do it in a fun way, and I'll only do it once. I won't sit there and every 5 minutes go blah, 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 blah. Nobody wants to sit there and have that shoved in their face the whole stream. So I do it once, and that's pretty much it. In the news, I'm coming up on basically it's not going to fund. So do I want to put it in the news? No, because it's not going to fund. Okay, let's say it did fund. Let's say I did meet the goal. Then I would put it in the news because then people will be like, oh, that looks cool. I want to pre-order it. You know, it looks like he's making it. It's coming out, but it's not coming out. So therefore, having it in the news is kind of a waste of time, in my opinion, in this particular news cycle. But that's the way it goes. So that's sort of the logic behind it. Basically, I don't want to annoy all of y'all to death with my stuff. Anyway, Juuuliiie, love for R and me in July. Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and a Knight of Swords. July stalls a little bit. It's just not as exciting, not as big movement. You do have sort of the end of July. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of excitement about something with this relationship. It goes into the next level. They have an opportunity you didn't have before. Something fun is going on. Something fun is happening with that. Five of Swords says before that, we have kind of a downturn. It's almost like in July, it goes good for the first couple of weeks. Third weeks is like, you know, a little bit of a dip. It's like not a lot of exciting things are happening, not a lot of big opportunities, not a lot of things going on, but then you sort of hit that big up front at the end of July with the Knight of Swords. It looks pretty clean as well. There's something new being introduced into the relationship, is what I'm saying. Something new in the relationship. It is coming. That Ace of Pentacles. Is this something that we're excited about, that we have to make a big move on? Maybe, but it is something exciting indeed. Overall, Knight of Wands. It just says, hey, we have a good, tight connection. Stability is there. Things are good. And overall, it just has some good opportunities here. But basically, it just really blossoms at the end of July. At least that's what the cards say about all of that. But yeah, if you jam it down people's throats. I mean, I agree. Nobody wants to sit there and hear somebody hype or advertise something over and over and over. So yeah, you do it once, you make it fun, you make it really short. And if people are interested, they're going to go chase it. I think that's the bottom line, right? I immediately know if I like a tarot deck within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, I know if I like it or not. And if I don't like it, I don't want to see it 1,000 times. It's just my opinion. And that's not how advertising works. Well, probably not. I'm not an advertiser. I'm a software developer, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing what I think is cognitively logical, you know? A cognitively logical place to take it. Will Owen hire me for the 3-month project after this meeting? Owen is coming in. Owen is coming in, and they are going to hire. Jesus, you got the best readings with this. You just do. As far as work and stuff like that, that is exciting indeed. Ten of Pentacles does say that this is something that people are excited about. The Ten of Pentacles. This is something that you're going to be at home with, something that you need to be on. Ace of Cups says the opportunity is there. Oh, the doors open up, and they are pretty excited indeed. Overall, Page of Pentacles, it does say be excited about it as well. But I think after the meeting, we are going to be good. We are going to be good indeed. I heard about it on 3 or 4 different channels. Wait, you heard about the Tasty Tarot on 3 or 4 channels? Really? That is wild. That is a lot of advertisement. I'm kind of shocked that didn't get more than 65. That's a lot of ads. A lot of advertisement, free ads there. By the way, thank y'all for y'all. I mean, I appreciate all y'all supporting me and going out there. And some of y'all have been beating the streets and putting it out there and asking people about it and talking about it and hyping it. I really, really love y'all. I appreciate y'all helping me with all of that. And even though it didn't fund, I thank all of y'all, and I want to give y'all more free stuff. That's my thing. Just want to give you more free stuff is what I'm talking about. Chances of meeting in this week or maybe the next one, just by chance, but run into them. If you run into them, you hug them like they're a big old teddy bear is what you hug them like they're a big old teddy bear is what I'm saying. That's going to be the big thing. That's the big opportunity right like that. Anyway, Sabrina, wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. Cosmickitty, you are 4 away, my friend. 4 away. Checking out the queue up in here. We got a little cosmic. We got a little meow mix down here, and we are over here. So we got about 4 away for getting that and making that happen over there. So we'll see about it. We'll see about it. Lover, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. Okay, we're going to run into them. We're going to hug them. We're going to embrace them like a teddy bear. Maybe. Hierophant, Hermit, and Judgment. Wow, that's a lot of majors. I think it's like the next month, really. I think it's like a little bit of a next month action. Juuuliiie, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. But yeah, the Hierophant. We meet at work, meet on the way to work. There is something there. There just is. The Hermit, it does say that, yeah, I mean, we're not really doing anything this week. Next, looks kind of dry with this. Overall, the Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation with the E. It says you get that up with opportunity. You get that next chance. It's not going to be a problem at all. You get it. You get it. But yeah, I really think that looks pretty decent indeed. All right. By the way, we are going to Juuuliiie next. But before we do, let's do a giveaway. We are giving away, my friends. We are giving away something. I need to change the channel to subscriber mode only. Because if you're not a subscriber, like, I'm probably not going to give you anything. Like, how hard is it to hit the button? I mean, that's just my theory. Somebody's like, oh, man, he always does subscriber mode only. I mean, how hard is it to hit the button, really? Little Buddha Tarot is what we're doing right now. If you like Buddhists and you like a little Buddhist, we are giving away the Little Buddha Tarot. We just are. We just are giving away the Little Buddha Tarot right now. So if you want this, I'll be happy to give it to you. We'll be happy to give it to you. What we need to know. What kind of question do we have? Man. How many salads have I eaten this year? How many salads have I eaten this year? I can tell you exactly how many salads that I've eaten this year. So let me know. How many salads have I eaten this year? We're going to do the contest mode where all of the chat is going to be in the contest section, I guess. But yeah, holy moly. That is a lot of chat in there. I did not filter it. I should have filtered it. That's my bad. That's my bad. We can't do the contest stuff yet. All right. How many salads have I eaten this year? You win this if you know. If you know how many salads I've eaten. I'm getting a roundabout number, but it's not a small number. It's just not a small number at all. All right. And now for Juuuliie's read while we wait for this to happen. Juuuliiie wants to know, how are things looking with Lincoln Hospital? I still get the position there in a few months. Now, Juuuliiie, that was looking really, really clean the last time that we had looked at that. I got to admit, that was looking super clean the last time we had looked at that. So let's see if we're still on the right track, if we're still making it happen and whatnot, and kind of see where we're going to go with that. Cappy Ram, it's been a minute. It has been a minute indeed. Cappy, good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and your donation as well. Okay. Looking at that Lincoln Hospital, it had been very, very promising indeed. We got a queen, we got the temperance, we got a two of swords, and another queen. still looking decent. It is looking pretty decent. Looking for a position in a few months. I still think it is going to be a thumbs up on here, mainly because the Queen of Pentacles sort of starting us off, right? The Queen of Pentacles started us off. It's something that we need to do. It's the opportunity that we need. It's such a good, and I mean a good, rock solid, easy to figure out, easy to jump into kind of thing here with that. Queen of Pentacles is about getting a job, settling in, making it happen, and overall just being fantastic. Temperance card and a Two of Swords. Jasmine, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You know, the Two of Swords does say this is something that takes a little bit more time than you would expect, because normally you're like, they're going to hire me. They're not going to hire me. Where are we going with this at the end of the day? But yeah, it just feels like that there is something that needs to happen faster. We need to get it more and more movement involved with it. Jasmine, thank you for your donation. Overall, the Queen of Swords talks about somebody contacting you, the swords, the communication, the connection. It's going to be there. It's going to make it happen. But the two, man, it just sort of drags on. It's not something that's going to be there, right? It is not going to be there. Anyway, that's the way it goes, though. The way it goes, anyway. Nakona, you are next. But before you do that, we have enough people that guessed. So the guessing is now done. The guessing is now completed. Let's scroll through here and see who won. Who won? So I've eaten 2 salads a day about for, oh man, it's going to be in the 300 range-ish. 2 salads a day for about 6 months. Yeah, we're in month 7. Probably around. Okay, I got basically the round number, but let's see, 444 salads. Man, Maruta. It really looks like Maruta just nailed it. Maruta, you have won. You have won the deck. Yeah, about 350, 340, 330. Maruta like nailed kind of the range that's going to be there. So yeah, Maruta, you won. You were correct. So there you go. That is the exact range I was looking for, and you got it. Maruta, congratulations on winning the Little Buddha Tarot. So there we go. All right, thank you all for playing. I appreciate that. We're going to have more giveaways. Pretty much a giveaway almost every night until Monday. We have a ton of stuff we need to give away, so what have you. So we got lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to give away. We got a lot of things we need to get out of here, because there's a... You know, I hate to say I need to get rid of some tarot, but I need to get rid of some tarot. All right, Nakona is finally next. I mean, you are looking at how will it go with the travel plans for July. Oh my, travel plans. Where you going? Where you going, Nakona? Spill the beans. Where are you headed for July? Let's use a Gregory Scott, maybe? I do like the Gregory Scott. Yeah, it is the prototype. So if you're looking, there's no box either. This is not exactly like that. But hey, it's a free tarot deck. What can you do? It's a free tarot deck. You don't even got to pay shipping. I'll pay the shipping. Sure, Shartrellis, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to go to the travel plans for July. Man, 10 of Cups. Just goes clean. It seems smooth. That is smooth, clean. It's easy. It's sort of, it put you where you want to be with that. King of Cups does say that there is a level of disappointment, though. I mean, there's a level of disappointment with this Strength card. Like, the travel plans aren't quite thrown out the way they need to be. You need to really hash it out, examine it, look at it, figure out where you want to be at the end of the day, because there's something not exactly right, not exactly perfect with the travel plan, so you definitely want to hash it out. Overall, you have good ideas. I think you have a good overall sort of where you want to be, how you want to be going with this. King of Cups does say that, man, somebody else. Why is somebody else a pain in the butt? Why is somebody else a pain in the butt for you, Nakona? Somebody else is just a pain during this process. Really is. Loom, I stream every night at 6:30 p.m. Central. Sid Foley is here. Oh, my God. Sid Foley's old school. Sid Foley hadn't been here in forever. Sid Foley, I think, was one of the one of the original people on the stream, pretty sure. Anyway, will the future spouse have some fat cash? I mean, I guess. The future spouse gonna have some fat cash. Are they gonna be rich? I mean, if you do have a choice between somebody who's broke and somebody who's rich, I mean, why not? That sounds terrible, but reality is, I mean, you know, you're in that mode, right? I like this person over here and I like this other person over here, you know? They're both perfectly acceptable. I like them. They're both great people. They're both wonderful. One's a millionaire and the other one doesn't have a job. I mean, you know, I don't mean to be superficial, but I mean, while it's there, you know. Anyway, will my future spouse have that fat cash? Not really, no. Your future spouse is more of just a pure love interest than anything else. Are they doing okay? Yeah, they're okay, right? But the Page of Cups, it just says they're not exactly just rolling in the fat dough. The Two of Swords, right? It just feels like money and them just don't agree. They do have some bills that are sort of due. They do have student loans are paying off. They're okay, but they're not like super duper wealthy. You're not going to be going out on the yacht in the weekend or anything like that. That's it. That is it. But, you know, not really. I mean, thumbs down a little bit. This is more of an emotional connection or somebody I really enjoy and I like, and they just really draw me in emotionally, get me excited emotionally. I really appreciate them. I look forward to talking to them. I look forward to them pinging me what they're doing today and saying, how is your day, YouTube user, and all of this other stuff. Anyway, battle fights. It has been a minute indeed. Cosmickitty is finally. Cosmickitty asked, like, when is my reading? Like 4 hours ago. You know, Cosmickitty's like, I got patience. But geez, I mean, come on. Okay, what's this sign? Two of Swords? No. High Priestess? No. King of Cups? Page of Cups? Death. I mean, I'm just saying, I really think you're looking at Capricorn. You're really looking at Capricorn right now. You wanted it. And that is, that's kind of where you're going to be. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But that is just intuitive only. So, I mean, hey, intuitive only. Everybody's like, what are you doing over there, T.O.? But I'm just going on intuition. Intuitive only. I just feel Capricorn. It smells like Capricorn. It feels like Capricorn. And that's sort of where you're at. Cosmickitty, Capricorn. Capricorn's a weird sign. Capricorns are like, sometimes it's intense, sometimes it's not. It's definitely sort of flirty, you know, kind of, but they're super, super kind of thick. This is kind of like a thick kind of Capricorn, you know, like everything's a little too serious. Everything's a little too stagnant sometimes. IL and a YouTube user, thank you for your donation. And thank you for your other one as well. I mean, David the Leo, current emotions towards that Virgo. Man, we're going to get seeing. You keep getting earth signs. You do. Cosmickitty, you're good with earth signs. It's almost like you need somebody to balance you out. You need somebody to chill you out. You need somebody to sort of drag you back into reality, get you, because a lot of times I think that you do get a little bit out there, get a little excited. You're a little sort of thrilled. You're like, let's did this, that, let's did this, that. And then it's like, well, you know, and then somebody like brings you back in, pulls you back in for a little reality check sometimes. I mean, just, you know, that's it. That is it. That's how we need to be, though. David the Leo's current emotions towards that Virgo. You got the Empress. They really have a deep level of attraction. And there's some curiosity here, too. They are interested, like, well, what's going to happen? Where are we going to go? There's a level of curiosity with this. They do have some good emotions with this. The Empress, especially as the first card, just says that I need to just be comfortable. I need just to be in something that's stable, something I can rely on, something that I have in the back of my head. It's just good. It just feels like that. Yeah, that's what you kind of need. Overall, the moon. A good emotional resonance, good emotional connection, very important. Just that king, especially over here, just says we do need a level of grounding with this, but it's not there. We do need a level of grounding, a level of settle, a level of doubt being removed. It's just not there. That's the way it is, though. The Empress overall says we have some good deep-rooted emotions, especially around the moon, and I like it. Pretty good emotions there, but man, it's all over the place. Libra's very grounded as well. I agree with that. I know a couple of Libras, and they're pretty chill. May have a general with a little bit of the little Buddha. We can do that. We can do the little bit of the little Buddha over here on the Tarot Tower. If you haven't seen it, 80 decks, it's true. 80 decks of cards is going to be substantial. It is going to be amazing. You know you love it. You know you love it. It is. By the way, the previous deck was the Wonderland Tarot. So in case you're wondering, like, what is that deck? What is it? You're watching it like tomorrow. You're like, what is that deck? You know, what zodiac is TO? I'm a Virgo. I am a Virgo. I mean, if you can't tell, with all the painting, with all the application development, with all the math stuff I do during the day, you know, it's kind of a small hint. Small hint. That is a bunch of Virgo actions, by the way. Let's see. By the way, I want to show you because the Mystic's Queen. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight and your donation. I appreciate you. I did your other readings earlier. You can rewind. All right. So here's the latest painting I did in case you want to see it. I just did this painting. So here's a Virgo kind of painting. You know it's a Virgo kind of painting when I got a pastel pencil and I did the tower. It's an oil painting, but I got a pastel pencil and I drew on the canvas and made this tower. I cheated, my friends. I cheated. You can see the pencil. It's like it's literally like pencil. Anyway, and the rest of it is obviously it's an oil painting. You know, you can see the oil right here and whatnot. It's an oil painting. We go over here with the bushes. You can see oil painting. But yeah, I just drew a pencil. I was lazy, but it works. It's functionally good. I mean, it looks okay. It looks good. You can see the Eiffel Tower back there. So, but yeah, I got, I thought it was an interesting I've never done that before. So I thought it was kind of fun. It's like, how lazy are the Virgos? Well, now you know. Josephina, a general reading with a little bit of Buddha. 3 wise Buddhas. You have made good decisions. You're going to continue to make good decisions, Josephina. You're on a roll. If I pulled out your planets right now, we looked at your transits, we looked at what's trending in your chart. You just have a level of knowledge, a level of just getting it done as far as intellect goes right now. I think it's just absolutely amazing. 3 wise Buddhas indeed. You're just rocking it. The star says you know the pathway that you're on. You have a level of expertise. Mo, I thank you for your donation. You know the path that you're on. You have the level of expertise to make it happen. This is kind of a short window that you have to really jump in there and get a lot of good stuff done very quickly. Knight of Wands, though. Oh, man, there's a potential to reach out a little too far. Don't push your limits. I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway from this by far. Lover is next. How's A feel about M and how he feels about S? I mean, we're covering the whole alphabet tonight. I got M and S. Let's do that. We'll do a little throwdown. I guess that's not a throwdown. It's kind of a 2-question kind of thing. We'll do it, right? A feels about M and feels about S. We're going to do M on the left and S on the right. Oh, Jesus. M clearly wins. S is a little bit stagnant. not exactly sort of thrilled about S. Definitely S is sort of on the back burner. M is just an absolute win. It really, A, if you're looking at A, hopping onto the M train, they are hopping indeed. It looks really, really fantastic, and that is going to be just awesome. Okay, you got the Emperor up in here. You got that 9, so the best card in the deck. Yeah, M wins by a mile. It wins by a mile. S, very pulled back, very not excited about it. It feels like that S is a lot more work. I think that's the biggest thing about S. S is a lot more work, a lot more effort that needs to be involved. And I mean, how many hours do you have in the day, really, you know? Juuuliiie, a love for C and me in July. Ooh, got some nice loving happening. Let's use my the deck that really did make the grade, which is this one right here, otherwise known as the Waterfall Tarot. And I agree that the Waterfall Tarot does not look as good as the Tasty Tarot. I mean, I completely agree with that. 100% agreement on that. But yeah. So let's look at what's going on here. Love for C and me in July. Magician, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, High Priestess. Very friends with benefits. Very casual. Hit it and quit it. Casual. Very sort of, you know, calm, collected. But I do want some action. 6 of Cups, especially next to Mr. Romance, does indicate that this is something that needs a little more of a hit it and quit it. Friends with benefits with that, especially around like the Magician. Is this something I need to focus on other things? So, you know, if you're looking at sort of just a ton of time, a ton of dedication, a ton of resources being used, and this connection just doesn't feel like that. It feels like a little bit dry as far as that goes. Magician with a 9 of Cups. I need to focus on other things, but the romance part does come into play. High Priestess. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm kind of in that mode of, you know, just checking it out and see where it goes. Very sort of let's see where this ends up rather than let's make plans. This is the big thing here. Let's not make plans. I want to dynamically see where I'm going, see where I end up, see what kind of things are going to be at the end of the rope, and all of this other good stuff. Cappy says, don't put no thought on me. And I agree. We're not going to do anything that you don't want, Cappy. Cappy, you got that going. Are you into astrology? Yeah, I am. I am into astrology pretty hardcore. I spent a lot of money, and I mean lots and lots of money on astrology. We will have astrology readings on the channel, but I need to get it logistically worked out. Right now, I'm taking care of Christina, and it's taking like 90% of my free time. So, you know, other than painting, I haven't had a lot of opportunities to do anything. So hopefully when she gets better, I can start focusing on getting astrology in the stream, getting things happening, getting some more real videos with tutorials instead of just unboxings and stuff like that. Knight of Cups. Man, we have some good feelings. It really is. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed with this connection. Lover, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. By the way, we need to end soon. So Lover will be the last reading tonight. We do have like 9 more readings to go. So after that, we got to go take care of Christina one more time. There's a level of effort that needs to be expended in this connection, really. There's a level of effort that needs to be expended here. So you're looking at the Cancer. Overall, you have a 9 of Cups. You have some good emotions, some good feelings, a lot of good things happening here. But that Justice next to this, it's a matter of priorities. It's a matter of how much effort are we willing to put into this? Is this something we're going to do constantly? Is there something that we have to have 100%? And it just feels like a lot of work. Lots and lots of work to make this happen. Is it going to be okay? Is that going to be worth the effort? Maybe, but just realize that this is not sort of an easy, you know, ride the wave kind of thing. But yeah, in my opinion, at least, we're going to get the tarot at the end of the rainbow is going to be next because we got Jasmine with a double read. Let's get a little bit of work and career. Rockhound, thank you so much for your compliment. I appreciate that. Do you think tarot readings are definitive or just guidance for current energies? Do you think tarot readings are definitive? No. If tarot readings were always correct, I would go win the lottery and retire. So, I mean, no, that's not. I haven't won the lottery yet, so they're not always correct. When they are, I'll let you know. I'll let you know immediately. I'll come in here and go, look, I won the lottery. Free decks for everybody. All right. Free Amazon certificates. Y'all come in here and then y'all tell me what decks you like. And then I'll just give you a gift certificate. You can just go get it. You know, just free, more free, and more free. Yeah, we'll create a couple of decks here and there, do some paintings, do some fun stuff. But, you know, until I win the lottery, they are not definitive at all. Work and career reading and a love reading too. We need the trifecta up in here. Work and career reading. Man, they got you doing a lot of stuff. Career is just a matter of training at this point. You just need to get your skills in order to make the career happen the better way, or the way that you kind of need it to be ultimately at the end of the day. Yeah, you do need more training. You do need more sort of effort expended into this, more knowledge, more things happening with this. This is something as well as career that requires a lot of work to get to where you need to be. But that's the way it goes, right? A lot of work to get to where you need to be, but ultimately once you get there, you're pretty happy. You're pretty content with all of this stuff. Your career ultimately is indeed about making better choices, because I think you've made some challenging choices before. You just have. So you're going to have to make superior choices. You're going to have to remove any challenging things that are in your way, because you do have things holding you back sometimes. But it is all about making the better option, making the better choice right now as far as career goes. So that is it. Ooh, I got a ring. I closed a ring by shuffling cards. That's what I'm talking about. How many steps do I got today? Let's see. How many steps is Tio? I got 7,000 steps. I mean, I didn't go walking today. I skipped out walking today, and I didn't mow my lawn either. So yeah, only 7,000. Normally I get about 13,000 or 12,000 at a minimum, but it was only 7 today because, yeah, laziness indeed. That's it, right? You know, sometimes you got to understand that. Okay, Jasmine wants to love reading, working career, a lot of effort, a lot of expenditures we have to get done, a lot of training we have to sort of get in there. Man, the love just looks so much easier. This is something where I'm just not satisfied in love. I'm just not. That Page of Cups next to the Knight of Swords, it feels like there's nothing that you have done that sort of builds a big satisfaction with love, a big excitement with love. There's just a lot of kind of, you know, lack of thrilling, lack of excitement, lack of really turning you on in some case. Ace of Coins just says something new needs to be initiated. Something new needs to be begun here in order to make everything that you want to come true with this. So, by the way, this is the Divine. It is the Divine Tarot. So, in case you wonder, this is a pretty good deck, you know. Everybody likes this deck indeed. Rocky's World, thank you for your donation. Rocky's World will be the last donation tonight, but right now we got Shartrellis going on. Should I stay at the current job? Seems simple. Seems like a simple reading. Stay or go. A lot of movement cards. We go. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. We stay. 4 of Pentacles. We stay. Right? The Fool. Maybe we go. The Magician, the 2 of Coins, and the High Priestess. I would stay. Yeah. I mean, it feels like just a thumbs up for stay. Magician says you're good there. You make things happen. You're good there. People appreciate you. People know you. People want you there. And it's going to be something ultimately that you get going that's going to be beneficial for you. The 2 of Coins says you have thought many times about leaving. Will you get something better? Right now, it just doesn't seem like. A High Priestess turned upside down. So a lot of these things do require either a degree or sort of, you know, hopping through or getting something else. And it just feels like there's some dead ends out there and you're going to run into them. You are going to run into them. The dead ends, if you jump out there, leap out there and take the risk. At least that's what the tarot says, you know? So I would just stay. Should I take Bria to my hometown? Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. maybe take them, introduce them to all the old hangouts, maybe some old friends over there. Maybe you got some, you got some experiences you want to tell them about. Five of Cups, Judgment, and the Devil. Well, what? Why? I mean, the tarot is going to say no, which doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to go with what I know. A Five of Cups feels like that there's just some reason not to. The Devil, maybe there's somebody back at the hometown that is going to talk bad about you, or maybe there's some challenging things that they're going to discover, or overall, you sort of get into a big knockdown, drag-out fight once you're there. Judgment, the Rebirth, the Reincarnation says you get an opportunity later, but it feels like right now, don't. Right now, I would avoid it. That Devil card, especially next to the Judgment, just feels like, let's do it later. Let's put it off. Maybe this is something for later. And this also could be something where traveling may not be beneficial for you right now. Maybe you have some things happening with the travel that you don't want to deal with right now, or that could be difficult for you overall. Overall, I'm just going to go with a little bit of a thumbs down for some odd reason. I mean, normally you don't see stuff like that. And I mean, it seems like such a simple yes answer, right? I mean, normally if I didn't have cards or something, I'd be like, sure, why not? Will I get the job at Penske? Penske, is that the truck rental? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong company. Three of Coins, absolutely yes. Three of Cups, Ten of Swords. It says, yeah, it's a temporary job, but I do think that you get it. We do have the Three of Coins and a Ten of Swords combo, and you sort of know that from my book. Link in the description, by the way. Tarot Guidance, that combo is something that's short, not going to be something long-term. The Three of Coins does say this opportunity is golden. You should definitely dive into it. Three of Cups, celebration, getting in and just having fun with it. Overall, a short-term job, but it is a good job indeed. So we're going to go with finally another thumbs up, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it quite a bit. So we're using a lot of decks tonight. And wants to know, is K jealous? K and W are friends. All right. Maybe we have a little bit of jealousy sort of built into this. This is something that's going to cause some problems. We can use the Ocean Tarot. I do love the Oceans Tarot too. Not bad. We do need like a rushing water or waves to introduce the Ocean Tarot. KD, have a good evening. I hope you have a great one indeed. Relax. Enjoy some good comfort food over there, KD. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Is K also jealous? Man, not really. K kind of does their own thing. Do they have some strong opinions sometimes? Maybe. But K just does their own thing, kind of separated in their own kind of world with that. The Sun, they just make do with whatever the opportunity is out there. Not going to be a problem, right? Hanged Man, they're going to look the other way, or they're going to look at it sort of differently enough to where they're not too freaked out about it. And the Hierophant, this is somebody that has their own thing going on. And yeah, sometimes they're just not going to be, the jealous type. So I'm just going to go over there, just no. A little bit of a thumbs down. It just doesn't feel like that they're very jealous of what's happening with that, at least my opinion. Now, destined spouse own a home. YouTube user wants to get more information on their destiny spouse. I don't know. Is it a word? A destiny spouse? Maybe a destiny spouse? No. I don't know. Magician, own a home. Yes, they do. I mean, yes, I'm going to say that they do. You do have a magician. They're good at what they do. And they were good enough to get a house in when you could get a house before everything went to crap. Now, this is somebody who's looking at selling their house for a quick buck, though. Just be aware, right? Right now, they're sort of in the process of selling. Maybe they pick up another house or whatnot, but they do want to make the substantial amount of profit from the house, right? The magician, they understand what's going on. They understand money, and they're good with money. They're good at all the stuff that you would like normally people to be good at. So that's kind of a good thing there. IL is next. Want to know, how about my team members think of me? IL, we all love you. They got to love you too. I mean, come on. They gotta love you too. KD left, and now I'm gonna use the Cosmic Beings Tarot. And KD was like, "Why haven't you used this? You were all excited about this." And I completely agree. I just haven't had the opportunity. Not something I've been reaching for, I guess. I think tarot deck, choosing a good tarot deck is all about using your intuition. Like, what is going to fit this? Is this an emotional question, a job question? What's going to be the biggest boon that you can have from this, right? Because you just don't want to get in a situation where you're pulling out an emotional deck from from a job reading or something like that. You kind of want something that's going to fit the bill. Anyway, how do the team members think of me? Six of Pentacles with a Nine of Pentacles. Man, you started out rough. They really thought you were going to leave. They just, like, the first thing out of the gate, they're like, this person's leaving. They're not going to be around. And they did feel like there's not a good connection because you were leaving or what have you, right? The Ten of Swords. They just felt like it was going to be a short-term connection with that. Overall, the Fool says you've journeyed into the areas that they were looking for. You made the grade, you're doing this and that, you're making the impressions, people like you, people see what you're doing. Six of Pentacles, you're very giving, you're very helpful when people do need assistance with what have you, and they really appreciate that, so you built good stuff overall. And Nine of Pentacles, I just enjoy working with you as a person. This is something that I really enjoy as a person, somebody I really enjoy being around. I think that's the big thing. You have to be somebody that people like to be around at work, and if you are, then you will get a lot of lenience, a lot of freebies kind of thing with that. At least that's what I think. Is fame bad for me? Mystic's Queen. If you get famous and end up on either America's Most Wanted or America's Got Talent, I mean, maybe. Either one of those is going to be bad for you. It does mean that your life is going to be drastically different. You're going to have to sneak out to restaurants. Everybody's going to know you. They're going to be like, oh, there is Mystic's Queen. And you're going to be like, crap, I just wanted to go in here and get some shoes, or, something like that. You're going to have to be sneaking around. That is going to be something that is very inconvenient. You have to send somebody out to get your stuff. Queen of Swords ultimately says people are very judgmental, and everybody's going to have their own opinion. So you're going to have this side that loves you, this side that hates you. In the middle, they don't even know who you are. And you're like, I'm Mystic's Queen. I'm the one that came on the Tarot Oracle show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
And then they'll be like, oh, I know who you are. So is that bad? Not really, but it is interesting. It's a life check. I think that's where you kind of look at, right? You're looking at a life-changing kind of event, is that. Mo be tripping. What is going on, Mo? How you doing? Good to see you. Will the daughter's father commit to me? Ooh, seeing if we can get some commitment out of this person. That'll be interesting. Seeing and be like, hey, you're around a lot, I like you, they like you. Why don't you just commit? Eight of Wands, keep it on the movement. The Nine of Coins. Oh, I'm just going to say no. They'll do a casual commit, right? A casual commit. Like, I'll commit for a little bit, but ultimately they need to stay mobile. The Eight of Wands starts us out with all of the big movements, things. I need to move here. I need to move there. I got things happening. I got things making the grade. But the Queen of Swords is ultimately, I'll make a little bit of a commitment. The Nine of Coins. But man, that first card being that 8, it just says I need to stay mobile. I need to keep my options available, keep my options open. And that's kind of where it's at, right? Can I do a small commitment? Can I do something casual? That's not going to be a problem. But ultimately, they got to stay mobile. They're just not somebody that just sits in one place and just doesn't do anything, and somebody that's sort of, you know what I'm saying? Just sort of, they need to stay mobile. Lover, speaking of staying mobile, how does A view M? We got Leo and an Aries. Oh my God, Jesus. A Leo and an Aries. Wow, that is That is interesting indeed. Man, the Leo really thinks there's a lot of good things here, but oh man, it's hard to really take anything seriously. The Leo is not somebody who just takes everything seriously or sometimes takes anything seriously. They have a level of maturity that may not be at a level that you need for this to happen. A 10 of Wands, right? The viewing you as somebody stable, viewing you as somebody that they really like, or what have you, introduces a level of complexity that we really don't want to sign up for. Temptation. Is it nice to have a good relationship, something solid, something interesting, something we can enjoy? Absolutely. Are they willing to do that? Just no. Just know that. Two of Wands, just not willing to do that. So they view them as good potential, but just not something they want to sign up for, right? The temptation, it sure looks good, but I'm just not in a mode where I want to sign up for it. The Leo is very, they got a lot of ego, lots and lots of ego, in my opinion. Love her. Just my opinion with that. Lots and lots of ego, but that happens sometimes. That's okay. It happens sometimes. Anyway, Rocky's World is the last reading tonight. Will Roberto contact me or should I reach out? That's always the conundrum, ain't it? It's like if we wait and then we waited too long, now it's awkward, but you don't want to like spam them and hammer them, stuff. So should you reach out to them? I really think so. Five of Cups is ultimately, if you wait, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be sitting here with the broken cups, the broken plates, It just feels like you're going to be upset if you don't contact them. I think you need an answer. Rocky's World. You need an answer. You need something consistent. You need an answer. You need a yes. You need a no. You need something to where you can stop thinking about it. Right? You need something to stop thinking about. And the Five of Cups says you're not really going to get that sitting and hanging out, not really doing anything. So you do need to take the Swords position, a King of Swords, and say, yeah, I'm going to initiate the contact. I'm going to do the communication. The connection is here. I definitely think we should be reaching out. In the Page of Swords, you need to keep it casual. Keep it casual. Because if you reach out and you bring this big, heavy, weighty thing into it, it's not going to feel fresh, light. It's not going to be attractive, and you're just going to run them off, right? Just keep it casual. That Page of Swords, just fun, some memes, some jokes, some kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be the important part of it. You keep it casual, keep it fun, and just welcome them in and bring them into the situation rather than push them out with something like too serious, too weighty, too heavy for this particular opportunity, at least in my opinion. And that is it for tonight, my friends. Thank you for joining me. We will see you tomorrow.